and she, his and her and so on together because it can become very messy. And should we try to, yeah, continue. So you were saying that I am creative enough. I try to do things in a creative way. Can you continue?
Yeah. Yes, yes. So I am very creative person. Like in my opinion, I am very creative person. I don't know
Mhm.
about others' opinion. Yeah, but in my opinion, I am very creative person. I am trying to do things differently. Like
So I'm very
I am very
creative.
good
Instead of saying
dancer.
I'm a creative person, we can simply say I'm creative, and I try to
Yeah,
do things differently.
yeah, yeah. And I am good at dancing. I am good at dancing, and I am good at like I am good in gardening also. I like
Oh, you are. That's nice.
I lives in a city. Yeah,
I
I
live in,
lives
no?
in a city, but I tried.
Live in.
Yeah, I live in a city, and I uh try to plant some like I try to do some plantation in my home. Like I have a small balcony. Oh, yeah, balcony, and I have a lots of flower in that balcony. So yeah, we can say like creative people are like this, like I am. So I think so. Like I am a very creative person
Hmm.
in every manner.
Okay, that's really nice. That's a very good thing. Okay, and your balcony must be, I think, very beautiful. The way you are describing it, all these so many flowers and everything.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
very
Yes.
good thing. Okay, just a couple of errors before you move ahead. First of all, I did check. No, Groom doesn't work. Even if other Clippingo tutors have used it, well, it doesn't. Well, when you
Okay.
are preparing someone for a certain role or a certain position, then you can say groom. For instance, uh, the the employee, she was being groomed for the managerial position, for the leadership role, or the college, if you're MBA college, should groom you for the job world, for the professional world. Otherwise, it is not worth the money. Okay, they're like that. We can use it. Now for yes, sir.
So here is a one word also like I want to hone my English. HONE hone.
So yeah,
Is
so
it
when you
correct?
consider, yeah, so when you consider English as a skill, for skills you can use hone or hone or polish. I want to hone my conversational skills.
Polish.
Instead of I want to hone my English, I would rather say I want to hone my conversational skills or my English skills, because we use it particularly with skills. But yeah, better word is polish. And when you talk about knowledge, you use the word enrich. I want to enrich my vocabulary. I want to enrich my knowledge by
English.
reading. Yeah, yeah. Hone also we can use it. I
For
want to hone
English,
my archery
how
skills.
for English?
So
For English, like
I want to enrich
improve my
my
English.
English. We can use improve also, but yeah, we can say I want to enrich my English, or enrich my vocabulary. We can say it like that. And here we can use polish my English. That's one way of saying it. Or hone my English skills. It's just that hone, we use it with the word skills. Hone my archery skills. We can say it like that. That is there. Okay. We have already covered this, that different ways doesn't work. It would be just different ways. I think when you were just when you had completed your pause and you wanted to start, you said something like, "I want to say" or something. But yeah, it would be, "May I start?" Still, you were paused.
Start.
Yeah, you wanna say, "I wanna start." So may I start? It's a nice way of asking
Yes,
someone.
start.
One thing when you say he or she, if a person is creative, he or she can do a lot of things differently. He or she works. It is not grammatically wrong. But the thing is that we just try to avoid saying he and she, his and her, and so on together because it can become very messy. And should we try to just use they? Either you can use
They.
he by itself or she, whichever one of them, or you can simply use they. We use it a lot in formal English also and informal also. So you can use it in
Yeah,
all
like
contexts. Hmm.
they are very creative. I like it. I like them. Like this.
Exactly, yes. And even if you start a sentence with singular, for instance, you can say, if a person is creative, then you can use they, even though your subject was singular, but you can use they, even though, sorry, if a person is creative, they are going to find different ways to do the same thing. Okay, we can use they instead of he and she.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one thing.
Yeah,
And
he and she is little meshy to me.
exactly, it's right. And right now you used it only one sentence where you had to use it only once. But when let's say you are talking, well, you are giving a longer speech, and it becomes a much messier. He and she can do this, but this shouldn't be done by him and her. Then he and she can do this, and so on. And then if at any point you just say one of them, then it sounds very weird. So it's always better to use they. Okay.
Yes,
That's
yes.
one thing. We should creative. What is the error?
We should creative. We should creative. I think there is no error.
Okay. I should play more. What is the verb here?
I should play.
More.
I should play more.
What is the verb? Verb refers to the action that is being done. So what is the verb here?
Play.
Correct. Yeah. But here, as you can see, we don't have any verb. Should is a helping verb, but we don't have any main verb here. We should creative. Creative is an adjective. So what do we have to do with creative? The verb here would be be. You know how we say I am creative? So I
Yeah.
am, the basic form of the verb I am is to be. It is an irregular verb. That's why it is difficult. So for instance, we have the word to play. Well, in the I form, we say I play, you play, and so on. Okay. But the verb to be is very irregular. That's why we don't really know it well. To be is I am, you are. Of all these, the basic form of these verbs is to be.
To
Okay.
be.
So just like we say
So
I
we
am
should be
creative.
creative. We should be
Exactly. Yeah.
creative.
Just like we say I am creative, in the future we will say I will be creative, and similarly I should be creative. Should be. Okay, it's like that. Yeah, that's one thing. Besides that, we were using normal things. Well, this is one error we tend not to make. We try not to make. Well, when you say something is normal, the other things, the other thing automatically becomes abnormal. So, for instance, let's say if I'm
Yeah.
talking about homosexuals and heterosexual people, well, if I say normal people, they marry a person of opposite sex. Well, that
Yeah.
is very offensive because I'm saying homosexuals are abnormal, although I didn't mean to, but yeah, if I use a normal like that, then the other person automatically becomes abnormal. So we didn't use
Yeah.
normal, we use daily things. In this case, we can later on you use simple things. That would work. We were using very simple items, very simple tools, but then we upgraded it. We can say it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can also say it this way: our creativity helped us to invent, a lot of
Invent
stuff. Yeah,
or
it permitted
explore.
us or it helped us. We These are different structures actually. They want to express their ideas. This I already told you. They want to express their ideas in a better way. And what else? Yeah, could you pronounce this word?
Balcony. Balcony. Balcony.
Well, the O isn't pronounced. It's simply balcony. Balcony.
Balcony. Balcony.
Balcony.
Okay.
Correct.
Balcony.
Balcony. Yeah. It's in Hindi that we say मैं किसी चीज में अच्छा हूँ, but in English it's good at something.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
good
good at
at
English.
good at painting, good at English, and so on. Good at. Okay. I try to plant. Well, we don't need try. You don't try to. You plant. We don't need to use try. So I plant many flowers and so on. I plant. Okay. I
I
like
plant.
gardening. Yeah. I
Okay.
like
I
gardening
would
is
I would like gardening. I like gardening.
we can say it like that. That's better. I like gardening. I plant is too literal. I have if you want to talk about the specific seeds, you can say I've planted these many items, these many seeds in my balcony. But here you can simply say I like gardening a lot. Okay, that is
Okay.
one thing. There is something called learning in chunks, which is very important for a learner to know when they're for a language learner to know. If you would like to, you can try to watch a couple of videos on YouTube. They have explained it very well what learning in chunks really means. So the thing is that well, it's not just one word that we have to learn, but we have to try to memorize the whole sentence. Not exactly memorize, but we just go through it many times so that we are able to copy the entire sentence into our mind. Like I wrote the entire sentence, our creativity helped us to invent. That is the entire structure. Try to
Yeah.
not just the word help by itself, you already know it, right? But you couldn't frame this sentence, our creativity helped us to. That you can do if you try to pick up the entire chunk. Our creativity helped us to invent. So there are a couple of things that help us a lot. Learning in chunks and shadowing, and these are all concepts that you can watch videos on YouTube.
YouTube.
That would help you a lot. Yeah,
Learning
that
in
is.
chunks.
Yeah, learning in
Like
chunks is
there
there.
is some YouTube channel, like specific YouTube channel, or like we have to search on search bar.
Okay, just give me 1 second. I will show you something. there is one channel, I've forgotten its name. Just one sec. Yeah, actually, there are two of them. In this case, there's English with Liz. I know one channel is that. But besides that, there is another video. I don't know which channel it was. But in any case, you will find a lot many of them, you know. The first two links are
English
actually
with
very good.
Liz. English with
Yeah, English
Liz.
with Liz. I will show it to you. Liz. Elizabeth Liz. That is there.
Okay.
Yeah. I watched these two videos. So real life English, no, yeah, that could also work. But yeah, English with Liz, that's the one. Okay. And then there is another thing. There's this another channel which I like a lot, Jill Diamond. And if you just go on Google, on YouTube and write Jill Diamond thought chunking, well, this is another concept. She has this video, as you can see, where she, well, it's a simple paragraph, and she tries to, she explains us how we are supposed to read it. A lot of her
Yeah.
videos are very good, but this is a really good one. Sometimes I did feel, well, this is a stage where you are still
What
learning.
is the
So
name of that channel?
yeah, I will write it on chat also. Jill Diamond is the name, and thought chunking is the name of the video. So in the beginning, I just felt like the answer was a bit flat. The content was there, but the answer was a bit flat. There weren't any intonations. That is something that could help you with it. You will try to you will it will help you understand how to pause, how to put the right intonations, and how to put the pause. All of these things are very important. Okay, that's great. Do you think that a person can become creative if they are not, or do you think being creativity is just a natural tendency? It's inherent in you. You cannot develop it.
Yeah, sometimes we can develop it, but it is natural almost, or like it is all it is natural process, or we can say it is a natural habit of a person. So we cannot learn it with anyone or with any experience. Like we have to do something in ourselves only. So it is not like it is not a it is it is natural only.
Okay. Yeah, it is inherent in us. Natural habit doesn't work. Habit is something that we develop from outside. In this case, we can say it
Yeah,
is inherent in us. Okay. Yeah, we
inherent in
cannot
us.
we cannot develop it from outside. Okay, that's good. Our next topic is also actually very interesting. So
Yeah.
it's one of the favorite things for many people, sleep. Hmm. Do you like sleeping? It is a very absurd, a very weird question. But what I want to ask you is that normally there are people who like to sleep a lot, like literally every chance they get, they just like to take a quick nap, or they sleep for a really long time at night also. Are you one of those people, or do you think you're very productive?
No, no, not that type of person.
Hmm.
I usually try to avoid sleep. Like I
Hmm.
usually take a nap only for take us like I usually sleep for 6 or 7 hours only because I have a lot of work to do.
Hmm.
Like I am a student. Like I'm a student and preparing for government examination. So there is a lot of work to do. So I I have not much time to sleep. But yeah, in my childhood days, I was very sleepy person. I like to sleep. I
I
like
used
to
to like
sleep
to
that time. But yeah, yeah, I used to like to sleep. Yeah, that
a
time
lot.
I was very sleepy. But right now I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, okay. That is good. Well, we cannot really say I was very sleepy because that refers to your actual state in that moment. For instance, if right
Yes.
now
Yes.
I really want to sleep,
Yeah, I
I
know
keep
this
looking
like
at.
it is
Hmm,
a situation or a period of time we can say like I was very
hmm.
sleepy. I feel very sleepy that time, but I didn't
Yeah,
get the exact word of
yeah.
this
So we can say
sentence.
this. Okay, so we can use the same word but in a different way. I used to get sleepy all the time, or I used to feel sleepy all the time. Okay, it was
Yeah.
like that. It would be like that. To all the time changes the meaning. So I used to feel sleepy all the time. Hmm. do you think the concept of naps, just 10, 20, 30 minutes max, naps, siesta as we call them in Spanish, because I'm mentioning that because in some countries, it is actually acceptable to take naps while you're working,
Yeah.
particularly the Spanish, they have this culture of taking siestas. Do you think it is a good concept?
Yeah, it is a good concept because we people are doing a lot of work nowadays. We have a lot of work to do. So if we get free time, like in our lunch or in our after meeting, so we can take a short nap. And after taking a short nap, we will feel a little energetic or like
We can also say
little
re-energized or
fresh.
rejuvenated.
Yeah, and refresh. So
Yeah. So,
it is good for
exactly.
us.
Yeah, there is a word rejuvenated, which is very much like refreshed. Rejuvenate,
Yeah,
as in your energy comes back.
rejuvenated.
Yeah, rejuvenated. So you do like to take naps? Do you like this yourself?
Yeah, sometimes like when I was not able to sleep last night, then I will try to take a so sorry uh, I try to take a short nap. And yeah, sometimes it's very necessary to me, sometimes not
Okay.
usually.
Yeah, yeah. So we can actually just one little thing. If you say last night, you literally you are referring to the night before, the previous night, as in 25th. But in this case, we can say if I was unable to sleep the night before, I would
Night
take
before.
a nap then in the day or during the day. We can also say if I'm unable to sleep in the night during the night, well, I take it during the day.